All right. So, puppy has been walked. And now it's time for the fun. Give me just 1 second here. So, what I'll say first, if anybody needs the or has not seen yet, in Discord I have posted a download link right here in the stream freebies section. Switch over to that view here so you can get a good look and see. And the bees that are free, right here at the top, there's a camera masks zip file. Today's Magic Live is going to be how to make a mask for your camera. So if you don't know what a camera mask is, you can go ahead and click this link and check out the blog post because it goes over it. So a camera mask is a mask for your camera. Basically, an image mask in any program is an image that is part black, part white, or a gradient in between that a piece of software, in this case OBS, uses to show and or hide this, that, or the other part of an image. So in OBS, it will usually hide the black portion and show the white portion of, in this case, your camera. So if we have a camera mask, let's take it back a step. Your camera by default is a rectangle, which is pretty sweet. So you have this nice box going on right here. We can change that by taking a camera mask, masking off the edges, and just leaving an unmasked circle in the middle and turn our camera into a circle. So you'll see what I mean when we get into it here. It makes more sense the way I've written it out in the blog post, to be honest. But that's what blog posts are for, as opposed to a live chat. If you take a look at this image here, you'll see an example of a great screenshot of myself having been masked in a little bit of a nice jaggy edge going on there, nice hole right in the middle of that image, and it all just looks wonderful. So, good example of how a camera mask works. I have a few put together here that I've, like I said, done ahead of time, about a dozen or so. This download link, excuse me, is available on Discord, and the masks that I have made that are available ahead of time to hide yourself, show yourself, whatever, give you a little bit of inspiration for the tutorial here, are a circle. Oh yeah, also they come with a frame. Nothing too fancy, but hey, it matches. And once you're done with this, once we're done today, you'll know how to make your own frames. A nice fade, a heart with a pink border, a stop, a little bit of some gravel or rubble a situation or maybe a shotgun blast, whatever you're feeling that could be. Some rust. Squares. Star time. Wasn't sure what I was going for here. Reminds me a little bit of that 80s sunset vibe. This goes with the prior one if you just want to frame the outside or if you want to frame each of the lines. Triangle. And a nice curved edged rectangle. Oval. Vertical oval. I guess it's almost a square. So. There's what we have. And now we can get into the whole rundown. I'm basically, like I said, going to go step by step through this tutorial here with you that I've written up. Step 1 is going to be go get GIMP. So if you don't have the GIMP, or if you have Photoshop, it works just as well. But I wrote this tutorial for GIMP because not everybody has Photoshop. And the only thing that might be tricky on Photoshop is going to be making the border. We'll get to that when we get to that, though. And it's actually very easy to do that in Photoshop. You could actually make some pretty cool ones. Probably you could actually make some super duper cool ones in Photoshop with strokes on a layer, but that's okay. We're going to stick with the GIMP for now. Go ahead and get that downloaded and installed. Spend just a few moments there, and we'll go ahead then and get into the fun. Let's take a look and make sure everything looks like it's actually displaying properly here. Are we live? We're live. And did it pick up the correct restream? You got me, restream. We have the right one in action here. I think we do. It looks good. Okay, that's looking pretty sweet. Latency is a little high on YouTube, but I'm not sure if there's really anything we could do about that. We'll have to see if we can look into lowering our latency. I know I can go to ultra low latency, but then it wouldn't support closed captioning. Is the closed captioning working? Let's see. I see my captions are not enabled, so hold on, let me see. Mic audio. And bum ba da bum bum bum. There we go. There we go. Now we have captions enabled. Sorry about that. Did not realize that I had not re-enabled them for the new setup. Like I said, there should be a good handful of little things that pop up as we get started with the new YouTube style stream here. Okay, so if you are in action now, go ahead, fire on up your GIMP. And let's get to making a mask. Yeah. This is going to be a blast. I just realized my camera's going to go and look very bizarro when I put a mask on it here, but that's okay. That's what all this fun is about. So, in the GIMP, let me pull up my tutorial here so I actually follow my own tutorial. But I can put it over here so I don't occupy your view. I mean, I've done this enough times, but I don't want to deviate from what we are going to do. So, making a mask. So once again, a mask is an image that tells OBS which portions of your camera to show and which portions of your camera to hide. It will show whatever it's a black and white image, okay? And a gray area in between. OBS understands how to do gradients. So it will hide whatever you make black, and it will show whatever you make white. So you want to make it a 16:9, since that's aspect ratio, since that's what your webcam is. We're going to do a 1920 by 800 image here. If you are using a 720p webcam, then do, what is 720? 1080 by 720? Let's see. 720p resolution, 1280 by 720. So do 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720, whatever your resolution is, or if you're, yeah, match your webcam resolution. Or you could do 1440 if that's what your canvas is. Doesn't really matter if you need to scale it up or down a little bit. It's as long as you're doing a 16:9 aspect ratio, we'll be okay. If you have some sort of a weird square webcam or something, I don't really know what to tell you. Well, I do actually. Just match your aspect ratio, okay? It's fairly simple. So, file, new, 1920 by 1080. Click OK. Okay, now I don't know what you're gonna get here. Mine's black because it knows what I've been up to. Been making those dozens, making that dozen free masks for y'all. Oh, not my panels, my masks. Y'all forgot. Look at this. Look at these. These are in Discord for free for you. It's a little preview of the final product we're gonna get here. Go get them. Stream freebies, right there. Anyway. So what we need to do, we need to get a black background. So click over here, we gotta pick our color, and then click down here and something in the black area, or click on the black here, or type in all zeros, or drag all the whatever. Pick a black, zeros, or okay. And then hit the little paint bucket. If this one is not a paint bucket, if it's the gradient for some reason, click and hold, switch to bucket fill, or do Shift B for bucket. Make sure we're on the black and fill it up. Now let's go ahead and we're gonna switch our color, our background color, to white. Go ahead and then click this. See what we're doing, and then click this little swappy arrow, or click the swappy arrow first to flip it so black goes to the back, white comes to the front, or just change the front to white. It doesn't. Don't worry about it. Now switch it to white. It's nice to have black and white readily available to toggle here, since we're going to be working with black and white a lot. The hotkey for that is the letter X. Doing a lot of masks, having black and white readily available, pretty handy there with X. Anyway, we have our black background. If we were to save this and apply this as a mask, what would happen? Anyone? That's right. Everything would be hidden. Not, right? Since we know that black is hidden, white is shown. So now we need to we need to show something. So let's select the white. And let's make an area visible. So now all we need to do is we need to put some white on the canvas. The easiest way is with the select tool and the paint bucket. Now we can do a circle and then paint that. That looks pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Your view. What does your view probably look? I'm not sure what you guys may have up here. Well, let's assume you're on this one. Circle's pretty cool. Let's go up to the edit menu, undo the bucket fill, and then the select go to edit, select and do none. That'll get rid of that select. Get you back to not having anything weird selected, right? That's a good move. You can do a rectangle. You can do a vertical rectangle if you want. If you want to make like something like this, and then go to the paint bucket and paint that in. You can make a nice mask like that. That's pretty cool. Let's do this for now. Something pretty, not too wild. Maybe a little bit larger. Maybe a little bit wider. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit in there too well. Or you know what? If we look over here, there's some pretty nifty brushes that come pre-configured. If we click on this little brush tool, the paint brush tool, and we set our hardness all the way up, and we pick like maybe a big star, and we take and turn the size of the star up a lot. And this is, you just click and drag here to do this. Or you can double click and type in a value, but clicking and dragging is usually a pretty good move. Let's go ahead and edit, or I'm sorry, select none. Get rid of that selection. Let's turn the size of the star up a lot. Oh, look at that. It's a little weird that it's upside down, so we could rotate it. Where is that? The angle. You could rotate it with the angle. I think, unless I rotated it all the way. There we go. That's pretty cool. So what we have now, the paintbrush tool is like, works like that. It's basically like a stamp. I clicked 3 times and I got 3 stars. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to use Control Z is the hotkey. Z is in zoology. I like that star though. That's pretty neat. I think we can do something fun with that. So let's go ahead and click on that star, because I am a star. How about that? Can we do that? So that's 2 different ways you can do it. You can either do a select and paint, or you can do the paintbrush tool. Go over here and pick one of these cool brushes like the star or the circle, and then pick a size that seems reasonable, and make sure you're on white brush, and then click those on. Wait a minute. Why is that not? Oh, because we're selected. So let's see. Edit, select none. There we go. So 2 different ways that you could do some masking there. The select and paint, or the brush and click with the brush. Let's see. How about that? Is that weird? That's pretty weird, right? Whatever. Let's make something weird. You could also click and drag with the brush if you want to just draw stuff. So go ahead and come up with something here. I'll give you guys a few moments to play around and have some fun. We need to get some new music running here. It seems like the YouTubes thinks we're bored of the tunes. Anyway, step 1, there you go. Get your mask put together. Make it interesting. Pull up my instructions to make sure I'm not going off kilter. It's a thing of beauty here, isn't it? Okay. So now we have our mask. Let's go ahead and save this mask by going up to File and selecting Export. This is how you generate a PNG file in using GIMP. So on this, let's see. If we head up into good. Hold on one moment. Just making some new directory structure here for y'alls. Okay. Rocking and rolling, and we're under controlling. So here we are. Now the export command is Control-Shift-E, as in we're eating up some good lunch. I'm gonna go to our, let's see, where do I save it on my big disk? Video, pics, and recording. We're heading to the StreamWiz folder now. Let's see, where do I, man, I always lose track of this. And let's see, camera masks, mask files, and we are gonna call this live mask because we made it live. Export and then hit. Probably look at some settings sometime. I haven't dug into these. I just know that the defaults that it tried to give me off the bat worked well, so I'm sticking with them. Now we have our mask. Let's check it out. Beautiful. How about that? Good job, everybody. I'm really proud of what you have accomplished so far. Let me see your masks. Drop them in the comments. Drop them in the chat. I'm not sure how this works on YouTube, but however I can see them, let me see them. And I can't wait to see all of the different masks that you guys come up with here, because this is one of the most expressive tutorials I've come up with yet, where the end result, everybody is going to have something totally different, and that is super cool. Really can't wait to see what everybody turns out here. Going to be awesome. So that's the mask. Now we need to make a funky, fresh matching frame and then apply it to the camera. And then I'm going to show you a couple of nifty, gifty tricks. Gradients. How I made the one that kind of looks like some rust action going on there. And also how Google is your friend. For when you have like an idea, but you're not quite sure how to make shapes, especially in GIMP. Anyway. Back to the GIMP. So now we need to, the premise behind, I'm gonna talk image editing for a moment here. The premise behind, I'm assuming a good portion of the audience knows a bit about image editing here, so I'll explain what's going on here. The premise behind the frame is we're going to select the white area and put a stroke on it. Right? Not a whole lot going on there. That gives us a perfect frame. So, in Photoshop, you would want to replicate the white area into a new layer and stroke that layer, then delete the white. Okay, here's what we're going to do in GIMP. Go over to the Fuzzy Select tool and click on the white area to select it. Now, if you have a situation like I do where you have more than one white area that is not connected, you'll see that only the star, I don't know if you can tell here, but only right now the star is selected on my screen. And now if I click on the box, it switches to only the box being selected. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure there is a way. Let's see. Let's check. Let's use the Google. GIMP select. Fuzzy select. Non-contiguous. Let's see. Fuzzy select. Let's see. Looks like we want you to select by color. So, there we go. That's an improvement to the tutorial that I need to make that I've learned about. That GIMP actually kind of beats Photoshop on that front. So, forget about that fuzzy select tool, my friends. That's not what we're here for today. In Photoshop, go ahead and do the magic wand, switch it to non-contiguous, and select all of the white. Do layer, new layer from selection, put a stroke on it, and then delete the white out. Hide the background layer, and you should be good. In GIMP, let's do it. So, click up on your magic wand, fuzzy select, and switch it to select by color, or press Shift O, yeah. Shift O for oh yeah. And click on the white area of your anywhere. Maybe turn your threshold way up since, well, not all the way to 255 since that would actually select the black apparently. Turn your threshold pretty high up since black and white is a good contrast. Now keep in mind when we get into doing gradients and stuff like that, when you're using the select by color to try to draw borders, gradients might confuse it. You might be better off using fuzzy select, or you might be better off actually manually drawing your borders with rectangles and ellipses. So, but that's more advanced. So you have to be a little more advanced in your border drawing. We're keeping it simple here. Color select, bam, got the whites areas. So white area selected, black area not selected. Now go up to layer, select new layer, leave everything alone. We just want a blank layer here, nothing fancy. Now we want, hopefully we still have our selection selected. Nothing should have caused it to drop yet. And now we're going to throw down the border. Before we click anything else, we need to decide what color border we want. So go over to our foreground color select tool. Click over on this little box over here. I need to get something to illuminate my mouse with a red circle, right? That'll be next time. Next week I'll have that. And let's see, what color do we want? Pick your color. Any color. You want green, you want teal, somewhere else in the beautiful spectrum gold. How about gold? Let's go for gold. I haven't figured out how to do a gradient in here for the borders yet. If you guys do, anybody figures out how to do a gradient yet, let me know. I love you. Or if you would like to have a patterned border, you can go to patterns, select one of these super sweet patterns over here, like this. Look at this thing. Tie-dye pastel surf, like these shapes, these boxes, the buffer burl wood. Oh my goodness, so many cool patterns. I used this one for the stop, for the hearts, or the stop sign, the red cubes, stones, maple leaves. I was gonna make a 5-sided leaf filter for our friends, our 420 friends, but I didn't get a chance. I think this leaves would have been a nice border for that one. I want to see someone make that and put it in the comments. I know that's going to come up. Can't wait. It's going to be great. So, you have your area selected. You have your color chosen or your border, whichever one you're going to go with for your frame. Head up now to Edit and select Stroke Selection. Okay? Now, what we're going to do here is basically set up how we want the border to look like. How we want the border to, we're going to pick our border. Okay. There might be a different way to do it. This is what I came up with, and it came out pretty cool. So click on line style. Let's see. First. Solid color or pattern. I'm going to go with solid color because I like my gold. If you want to use a pattern over here, choose pattern, okay? I think you guys understand that, okay? I'm going to go solid color. Line width is the thickness of the border. 40 is pretty thick. I had that for a pattern. If you have a pattern, go thick so you could really see it. I'm going to go 25. 25 is pretty decent. 15 is good, honestly. It depends. We can go back. We always have undo and try it again. This is where it gets fun with image editing, going over and over and over and over until you get the one that looks the best. Cap style. Do you want rounded edges or hard edges? I'm going to go with, let's see. How do I want my star points? I'm going to go hard. Nice and hard. Nice and pointy everywhere if I can. And then we have, let's see, our meters. I'm really not sure what meter limit is. I didn't get a chance to look into that yet. Convert a meter joint, let's see, to a beveled joint if the meter would extend a distance more than the meter limit. So basically, if you're going around a corner, how much of a gap will it allow before it draws the line? So if you're here to here, it says, no, that's too much. We have to draw in the point. So if you see a lot of corners where you need a corner not getting drawn in, decrease your meter limit, I believe. That's how reading that reads to me. But that only matters if you're not using a solid line. But you say, I only see a solid line. What is this? Hit the dash preset. Oh, look at this fun, right? A thicker line will not show up so well with these little ones that are close together. Check them out. Try a bunch. I like long dash. But what's kind of fun up here, if you left click on this, you could actually draw your own dotted line pattern. Oh my goodness, how cool. Have you guys ever seen anything where you like this? You draw your own dotted line pattern. My goodness. That's pretty neat. I think that's neat. So go ahead and play with that. Get your line width, choose your line, your dot pattern, or go with a solid line. It's all good. It's all fun. Super sweet. And when it's all looking good to you, hit the big ol' stroke button for the big reveal. Here we go. Oh. Yeah. It's a little thick, but it's a webcam frame. So, keep in mind it's a webcam frame. It has to frame a webcam. So you don't want it to be minuscule and, look how tiny my webcam is currently over here, If I had some dinky little thin border, you probably wouldn't even be able to perceive it. So maybe a little more spacing between those lines. I think I munched a few of you can't even tell that there were little dots in there. But whatever, I dig it. I like what we have going on here. Now, it's not a border though. You wouldn't be able to see anything because, okay, check it out. Down here, click this little eyeball next to the background layer. Boom. How about it? It's a border now. Isn't that sweet? It's like magic. So now we're going to go ahead and export this. Same deal, Control-Shift-E or Control-E. No, Control-Shift-E because we have to rename it. We don't want to overwrite the previous file. So Control-Shift-E or Export As. Give it a name. I just add dash border to the end so we keep everything together. Webcams with borders, you know. And now if we go into our mask files folder, we have our mask. And right following it, we have our border. And look at that. I'm sorry if anyone has issues there with that, but there we go. Beautiful. All right, looking great. I really am proud of your frames now. Like really looking good, y'all. Really looking good, y'all. Isn't it fun creating stuff? I like it. It feels good to have some control over your stream and to make something and then see the result and be happy with it. Or also know that you can make adjustments to make it be what you want it to be. And that's what we're here for, to teach you all how to add that magic to your stream and make it what you want so your streams can shine. So, we're cool here. Everything's looking great. That is the ticket. Now we just need to get that bad boy or girl slapped up on your stream, you know? Get this filter applied to your webcam. No, what is it? A mask, not a filter. I mean, it's kind of a filter. It's going to be a filter. Currently, it's just a mask file. Get this mask file applied to your filter, to your webcam, and get you rocking and rolling. First, let me just see one thing here. Let me make sure. Bum, bum, bum. Just taking a quick look here at the old stream on Twitch and just seeing if it has any information. It looks like it may not. So let me update that here real quickly. Make sure we're not losing ourselves. There we go. Not sure why that was so off kilter there. But that's better, I believe. It's just completely uncategorized. But that'll happen, I suppose. How's Restream IO looking? Sorry, we're going to have a quick stat check. Midstream stat check, everybody. Midstream stat check to make sure everything's going well. If you guys could report how everything's looking on your end, I'd appreciate that. Looks like Restream's picking up a solid 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS, 7300 kbits. Keyframe interval of 2. I wonder if I could turn up my kbits for YouTube, but it looks pretty good on the YouTube side. I mean, I know that's more kbits than Twitch will take, but I may be able to send more YouTube's way. Not sure. Uh-oh. We're having a browser situation. All right. So, that's good. I'm glad we got that squared away to some degree here. I don't know why. I guess... Yeah, I guess you have to set that every time. Okay, good to know, good to know, good to know. And also, I'll need some sort of an activity feed. That's not a bad thing, but it is certainly a thing. Certainly a thing. Unless this events, nope. Cool. Sorry, just a few more mementos. While I make sure everything's looking in order here, then we'll get this thrown up and looking killer. Up the old YouTube studio, make sure I can see all that chat looking sweet. Hope you all are enjoying this music we have popping in the background here. A little bit of stream beats for everybody. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like Twitch is getting a solid 6.8 kbits as well, which it seems to just be mad about. Okay. Sorry, Twitch. I guess that's gonna have to just be a thing. It's okay though. So. Enable auto stop on the stream there. That's a good idea. Alrighty. Everything's looking great. Thanks all for hanging with me while I checked through there to make sure that everything was in order. Would hate to have technical difficulties be plaguing us midstream here and not know it, right? That is usually the worst. What we do need, though, is a doc of our alerts, things like that. But that's no big deal. That's not a big deal. So, things probably going to get a little strange here now. Since I need to get OBS on the display. And it's probably going to go down some sort of a weird rabbit hole. So bear with me now as we put OBS on the display. Yeah, it's not too bad. welcome to my side. Can you hear me now? Yes. And let's get the music back. Welcome to my sea of green. So, I realized you didn't see me there, couldn't hear me there, but as you saw, we set up a new blank scene, just called it Cam for Camera. Added a new video capture device, so it had no filters applied to it, since using the one that we had previously had all the filters applied to it already. And then when I added my webcam, I had to manually set the resolution to 1920 by 1080, since this Logitech C920 for some reason defaults to a different resolution if I stick to the defaults on that screen. So let's get the music back. Where's the music? Music is on audio input capture. No. Yeah. Hold on one second. Oh. I have it on the overlay. Jeepers. I lose myself sometimes. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and full screen the webcam. That was just a click and drag. Now what we're going to do is have some real fun and apply the mask that we've made. So once again, let's go ahead and remind ourselves about this live mask. This is the one that we whipped up in the GIMP, and here is the border that we've made to go along with it. Once again, this whole zip file is on Discord with all these other ones that I put together for you guys. Go ahead and check those out. I want to see some screenshots of you using them, please. And the tutorial for how to do this whole thing is there. Boom. Okay. If you want to follow along in text form, since I know a lot of people like to have a written resource at their side as they play along at home. I always do. That's why I wrote one for you. Anyway, so we have our mask. Let's go ahead and slap it on now. So we go ahead now, right click on your webcam source down here under sources. Let me think real quickly about what is the best way thinking about the best way to convey I got it. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. Okay. Let me see. Hold on one more. I'm just trying to think of the best way I could show this. And it's going to be like this. Hold up. Be right back. Okay, so. Wait, 2 more seconds here. Okay. So. What we are going to do now is add our green screen scene up here so you could watch what is going on. Hey-o. Go ahead and put that right on up here. There we go. This stream is all about how the sausage is made, so let's make some sausage. Beautiful. So, what we need now okay, one more thing. No. Okay. All right. So you've built your camera scene and you've added your webcam to it. I'm going to have to edit it a little bit differently so I could demonstrate to you guys while we're live, but it still should work. I'm going to pop into studio mode. Let me see if this carries. Let's see. Does it do? It do. Okay. So, now, there we are. Okay, beautiful. So, you've got your green screen, or not your green screen, sorry, your camera scene built. Looks great. We have our mask and our frame. All wonderful. Now we're going to go ahead and get the frame, put on the camera. We're going to get the mask on the camera. We're going to frame it up, and it's going to look awesome. Can't wait to see our end results now. So let's go ahead now. Go ahead to your camera scene, wherever you have placed it here. Go ahead and right click on your webcam source or your camera source, whichever type of camera you are using, and select filter. Now, if you are using Streamlabs OBS, you'll only have one type of filter window here. If you're using OBS Studio, go down under Iowa, under Effects Filters, and click on the plus. And we are looking for an image mask. If the title of this stream did not give it away, call it whatever you would like. Leave it as the default. That's fine. And what we're looking at here, make sure the top is alpha mask, and the color is white, since we set it up to use a white mask. And then, let's see, copy the path to the folder here, since if you're like me, you can never find your way to a folder. Excuse me. And let's browse to the mask we've created. Here are all those wonderful masks. Let's go ahead and see. This is it. The moment of truth. We're going to apply the mask and see what happens. Go ahead and hit the mask and hit open. Oh my goodness. Where? There we go. How sweet. So there we go. Hit okay. And if you look over here now, you can see that that worked just as we had hoped. We got our flex bubbles and our thumbs up box. Yeah, look at this. No one could have planned it better. Let's throw the frame on. The frame is just a simple image source. I think we should know where that goes, so we're going to go to plus to add a new source. Image. Oh, and you can see over here, since I have this camera source overlaid here, it's already starting to mask me out and show behind it. So that's a little sneak peek. Create a new image source. We're going to call this the frame. Browse to the same folder. Choose the border. Hit OK. And just click your little handle there if it's not already matched up, and full screen. Full screen that beast. How good does that look? My goodness. Get up in it. Nice. Nice. High five. High five. Well done, homies. You've done a great job. That is some stream magic right there. Love it. Right. Oh dear. Everything's coming undone around me. Are we settled? We're settled. Okay. That is, let's see, does this fit? Abracadabra, y'all. Wonderful job. Now let's go ahead and slap. We have a new, so the reason we made a scene, and we're make a scene, get it? That's what we do here, is we make scenes. The reason we made this its own scene is so we can embed it anywhere we'd like. And that is showing currently over here. A little bit of a sneak peek there. Should not have done that the way I did it, because I gave away the ending, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get your newly crafted camera scene embedded into your stream. So here I am, just chilling, looking good. But where am I? I'm not here. We have our camera down here. Okay, so this is the scene we just made. We need to get this. We need to get this somewhere. We need to put this in our game scene. No, I don't have a game scene at the moment. So we're going to try to get this in our going live. Our little chit chat where we had been. So let's go ahead and pop back over to that. And I will show you now how to add this camera scene as an embedded or nested scene, which is super useful, since that will allow you to basically come back here, make changes to this one scene, and have it reflected on all the others, instead of having to go through each of your scenes and updating your camera one at a time. So forward now to the talking screen. Go. All right, so here we are, but where are we? We need to embed some fun. So let me flip over here to the desktop. Take a look down at the bottom. We're going to go to our sources. We're going to add a new source. And the source is a scene, right? How about that? I don't know if this is getting fun now. We're going to add a scene source, a source scene. So go ahead and click on add a source. select scene, go down to add existing, and choose the camera source that you have just put together. Hold on, let's get the music back. So we just made one called cam and put all of our cool masks on it. So we're going to go ahead and select cam as the source we want to add and hit OK. And oh my, hello. Hi, here we are. So that's pretty sweet. It's huge. So grab the corner, and now here you are. You have this camera scene embedded as a source, and as you can see, the mask works perfectly. Apart from being this crazy OBS thing, but if I go ahead and drop this up here over my little green screen background, apart from the fact that I don't have the green screen filter applied, so that's green and screeny. Where am I? I'm over here now. Let me slouch in my chair a little bit. There we go. You know, apart from the fact that that green screen's still there, the mask is doing its thing. So, sweet. Very neat. And having this embedded source is very handy because now you, like I said, you're able to go back to this camera scene, and we can make changes here and have it immediately show up on all of our live scenes where this source is embedded without, having to go through and update them all one at a time, because nobody wants to have to go through and update a million scenes every time a new idea strikes. As you can see, I have a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a few scenes. Like I have one scene with all of my overlay stuff in it called overlay, and I just put that everywhere. So let's try one of the other ones that I put together for you here. Let's go into the webcam filters, change our image mask to a different one. I wanted to see, I'm really curious about how this rubble one looks. Ooh, yeah, that's gritty. That is gritty on the city. And then we need to change our frame to the rubble frame. Now this doesn't really work with my background, my personal background here so much, but let's check this out. You see it immediately updated over here for me. And where are we at? There you go. It's got that pretty gritty rubble shotgun kind of look thing going on there. It's nice. That's pretty cool. So like I said, I can't wait to see what options you all come up with there. Should be pretty cool. But go ahead and put that on the big screen here. Let's check it out. Let's see, add a scene. Cam. Boop. Wayo. So we're a little off on the sizing with this one, but like you can see because of the bottom portion. But there's something kind of like there. Nice little silver border on it. Let's check out some of these other ones here before we go and wrap this all up now. Just one or two more since I haven't, I made a bunch of these, but I didn't go through and try them all out. I wanted to leave that up to all of you and just send them all back. I want to see what this fade looks like. Ooh, how about that? Now, the fade doesn't actually have a frame, so you don't want to turn the frame off for that one. And just look at that, y'all. Look at that, y'all. How cool is that? What? I am just fading off into the nowheres. Come on, you gotta love that one. Gotta love that. Just see the city passing through behind me. Right? Isn't that sweet? So much fun we could have here. Play with these for days. Oops, wrong button. One more. Let's see about this one. I want to see how this one looked. Awesome. Super sweet. And I want to see it with this frame. This one. Oh, yeah. That is so 80s. And then let me throw, you know what? I'm going to throw my green screen filter on here. Throw the chroma key on. See ya. See if we can wipe that right. Oh. Woo. I like that. Awesome. So cool. I think that came out great. Hold on, let me put the microphone down so you can actually see. Yeah, look at that. Really good, really good, really good. So, get to work, make some awesome masks, post them in Discord, post them in the comments to this video, share them around. I want to see all your super cool creativity. Make sure you hit the old like and subscribe here on YouTube or over on Twitch, wherever you be enjoying all the fun. I love y'all. I am the Stream Wiz. We're bringing all this magic to your stream live once a week or more. We have videos every week, a couple times a week, sometimes over on YouTube. I'm going to cut this up and make a video out of it as well, so it's not a bunch of walking the dog and stuff in the middle of it. Also have one coming about how to get alerts added. Have some cool alerts, but don't know what to do with them, right? I've been hearing that a lot lately. Don't worry about it. I got you. We're going to square that away. So, like, follow, subscribe. Hit me on Twitter. I'll be catching y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. I don't have a sign off yet. I can't stay Say Frosty over here because that doesn't make sense. So, stay magical, magical, and also, bye-bye. Where's my ending screen? I don't have my ending screen on here. Hold on. I gotta keep waving my wand while I make my ending screen. Ending screen. Hold on. The name is already in use. I do have my ending screen. Where the hell is it? Okay, hold on.